Okay, so I've never watched Summer House a day in my life till last night. I watched part 1 and 2 of the reunion. Obviously, I was led there because of all this drama with Ciara, West, and Amanda. And as I was watching these reunions, I realized that there's a bigger issue here. I want to discuss jealousy in friendships and how common that shit is.
Welcome to the Asia Esterak Hour, where film meets conspiracy and pop culture gets a reality check. From sharp recaps to sci-fi theories and media deep dives, Asia Esterak serves it unfiltered. Let the binge begin.
All right, welcome back to the Asia Esterak Hour. I'm Asia Esterak. Okay, so like I said in my intro, I've never watched Summer House in my life. Not this one. I've watched the Martha's Vineyard one, which I love, and I really hope they bring it back. But I was seeing all the drama with Ciara and West and Amanda. So I went on my little deep dive just to familiarize myself with these people. I feel like feels crooked. So Amanda was married to Kyle, and now they're separated. And she's been friends with Ciara for a little over 6 years. And they were like super tight. And Ciara was there for her during her separation. So you fuck your best friend's man? Here's what kills me. So this girl Amanda with her plain looking ass, you get on national fucking TV on the reunion with zero remorse. That girl was rolling her eyes and just like, but you're wrong. You're wrong. That shit was blowing my mind. And then I really started to think, so there's a woman that I found on TikTok, white lady, who said that all white women are jealous of their friends and friendships. I cracked up when she said that. I don't agree with that. I feel like most women, they don't gotta be white. There's definitely a jealousy factor amongst humans in general. And sometimes I do think it's stronger in friend groups, especially if somebody is better looking than the other person, or more popular, or more poppin', or has more. There's always going to be some jealous fuck in the mix, right? So this woman, I got to find her name. She was doing a whole deep dive on Ciara and Amanda. She's been watching the show since the beginning. And she feels like Amanda's been jealous of Ciara the whole time. That's apparent. I didn't even watch the shows to know that. Why are you going after your friend's dude? And what's really crazy too is you're going after your friend's man while you're still married. And her argument is you can't date while you're separated. No, you absolutely can, but not your friend's man. That's what brought my ass here. So how many people have been friends with somebody who you knew was jealous of you? You may not have known it in the moment, but you end up finding out after the fact. I feel like Ciara didn't realize this bitch had been coveting her spot, her man, the entire time they were friends. First of all, Ciara's fucking gorgeous. I get, because Amanda, you're not cute. I mean, you're cute to somebody, but in comparison to Ciara, there is none. And it's interesting that not only she clearly was jealous, but it wasn't even, I would even say just because of the guy, I would say more of she's jealous of her adjacent to popularity. She's clearly, I've never watched the show, but it's giving Ciara as a fan favorite. I watched her on Traders. I thought she was great on that. I might actually go back and watch Summer House now. I just never had any interest in the show. But so I'm okay. There were so many things where I was like, first of all, Amanda, you're dumb as fuck. Let me get in, before I even get into my personal experience with jealous friends, I want to say this to Ciara. Why are y'all fighting over, well, I know you're not fighting over West, but that's one of the ugliest white dudes I've ever seen. What's up with these gorgeous black women dating these ugly ass white men? It's like, what's her face on Southern Charm when she got with JT? I was like, girl, there's a lot of fine ass white men walking around and you pick JT? Girl, you pick West? West looks like one of the fucking king elves from Lord of the Rings mixed with Gimli, king of the trolls, or king of the dwarves in Lord of the Rings. That motherfucker's not attractive. Facial hair or not. I don't get it. I don't even get personality. He sat up on that reunion like a bitch. Like a little ass bitch. And real quick, the white chick in the red dress, I think her name's Lindsay. I like her. I like the way she curses. I like to curse, and she curses really good. The way she was giving it to Wes, get the fuck up and go after your girl. Be a man, Wes. I was living for her. I was like, girl, I like you. But, I mean, he was fucking pitiful. And I'm thinking, this is who you were dating, Ciara? This is who you were considering? This dude is a fucking kid. He's a child. And Amanda, you over there rolling your eyes like you got the prize. Bitch, you didn't get the prize. The prize is Ciara. The prize is Ciara, baby. Not you or homeboy. Like, and what's really sad about this chick, Amanda, is homeboy will probably discard her when he gets tired of her, just like they said. And then she's going to look real stupid. Just like the old girl on Vanderpump Rules. You did all that shit with Tom. I don't even hear about her anymore. Tom did okay. For some reason, the woman always gets the shittier end of the stick. In this situation with you, Amanda, you deserve it. Karma's a bitch. It's the no remorse, I don't give a fuck type of demeanor that she had that bothered me. And then when her goofy ass walked off the stage, because she was upset and it was too much. You know what annoyed me in that scene, though, was when Kyle was telling Ciara basically to chill out. No, fuck all that. Fuck that. And I love when Ciara was like, she fucked my guy. Like, she has to sit here and take it. And I love when old girl in the red dress, Lindsay, chimed in and was like, you know how many times I've had people come at me on this couch? I didn't get up and walk away. Exactly. You're on reality TV, baby. This ain't for the weak. And you did the dumbest shit you could ever do while being on a reality show with eyes on you in front of the whole world. You slept with your friend's men and then made it official and then released a statement. Girl. And what's so interesting, too, is the beginning of that, the reunion, it's all of them, like, finding out after, kind of all piecing everything together. That shit was wild. I was enthralled. I was like, I've never watched the show in my life. I am enthralled. So, Ciara, I hope that you practice better discernment in the future with who you befriend and who you tell your business to. And I'm saying that because I'm a very open person. I'm not as open as I used to be. I'll be 45 June 18th. A lot has closed off for me in the last 5 years with just boundaries with people. Shit, in the last 2 years. But here's what's funny. So let's talk about jealousy and friendships. And as a woman, I can only speak from a woman's perspective and being friends with other women. Although I've dated a few men who I felt were jealous of me. That's a whole other video. But so I have a former friend who I've actually done 2 videos on social media, one a couple of years ago and one recently because she attacked me when my dad died. But it's funny, what I realized about this particular person, and I'm looking at this chick Amanda, is when I go back and I think of how long we were friends, over 16 years, this bitch has been jealous of me this entire time. And whenever I was going through something like really tough and hard, she was never there for me. She would, word wise, but not as far as action or helping out, not offering, not even there for me to bend an ear. You know what I'm saying? Not even there to comfort me on a talking level. But on the flip side, when her goofy, slow ass, whenever she was having man issues, issues with her son or issues with her parents, I'm the first person she would call and trauma dump all her shit onto. But because I was her friend and I cared about this goofy bitch, I dealt with it. And then when shit hits the fan and shit got really bad between us, and I saw how she really was, how she acted towards me, and what's crazy is that's my own fault because I stayed friends with her. I noticed she would always kick me when I was down, and then whenever I didn't agree with her on something, she would attack me. And and anything that she would attack was always something that she lacked in her own life. I'm more successful than her. Homegirl made poor decisions with men. I mean, according to her, she had 5 abortions, allegedly, and then had her son. Ha! Fucking dumbass bitch. But you want to be jealous of the next person. You got to be careful about who you're friends with. Them jealousy and friendships, that is no joke. And I look at Ciara and I'm like, this bitch has probably hated you from day one. But she knew she had to be friends with you and get close to you because then she was cool and she was popular. I think of that other friend of mine. When I think about it, she never had any friends. She could never keep a friend. But I was the popular, fun one, and everybody knew me. So be friends with Asia, and then you in the cool group. That's that girl, Amanda. Amanda sided up to the hottest one on the show. Ciara's the cutest one out of all of them. That ain't up for debate. She has a great personality. She's, besides the blonde chick and the dude Kyle, she's the most visible. I didn't even know who Amanda was. I ain't never heard of this lady. And then to learn she's been on this show this whole time and was married to Kyle, I was like, wow, talk about background. And then all that to clout chase off your so-called friend and then sleep with her man. And here's what's crazy. This dude, Wes, he doesn't seem very bright. And it's giving, he must have good dick or something because I don't understand the attraction personality-wise. It's giving two-digit IQ and I can't. Again, jealousy and friendships. You got to be careful who you're friends with. And sometimes you can do all the due diligence in the world, check off all the boxes, and a bitch still gonna be a bitch. Sometimes a snake is just a snake, and it doesn't matter. I'm rambling. I'm all over the place. I was watching this because I've seen so many clips on TikTok. I think I scrolled through my For You page, and it was like every other clip was this reunion, which moved me to actually watch the shit last night. And I was like, wow. And see, Ciara, you better than me. They would have been bleeping me. I'd have been cussing them out left, right, and center. Amanda would have got hands put on her. Wes too. Like, you clearly need your face. You ain't been punched hard enough, sir. What's crazy too, I don't understand people that do stuff like this on these types of platforms because this is setting yourself up for the future. Like, Summer House isn't gonna last forever. You're not gonna be on the show forever. Then you have to go out into the real world. And then you're gonna have all this about your character out in the free world. And this is how people are always gonna receive you. I don't know. But I'm gonna find that lady that did the deep dive on them because she was breaking it down and basically saying Amanda's pretty much been jealous of Ciara from day one. I clearly got that energy. I didn't even need to see her video. The other thing I think too with jealousy and friendships and discernment, you got to be careful because I think when you're too open and too cool sometimes, I think it's good to have boundaries and guards up with people. Sometimes, what is it? The whole Steve Harvey, think like a man, don't sleep with a guy for 90 days. Sometimes I think you need to apply that shit to friendship. Like, don't tell your business between 60 and 90 days to a motherfucker until you really know them. Or give them some fake, false, bad shit and see if it circles around. I feel like that's something we need to do moving forward. I'm set on my friends. I'm sure I'll meet new people in the future, but I absolutely will be doing that with them. I've been burned enough in friendships and relationships to know that no matter how great somebody is up front, you got to treat them a certain way. And just watching this whole situation is crazy. And to watch it play out in front of the world is even more crazy. And I just think, the other thing too, when you get into, again, I can only speak from a woman's perspective. When you get into a group of women and if someone's better looking than the other, the prettier one tends to get treated a certain way. There's been social experiments with this too. Now in this situation, this is a good looking group of women. Amanda, sorry, not sorry. You the least cute. You the least cutest. The least cutest out of the group of women. But to see listen, I'll give you this. You played your position well, and then you fucking fell apart in the end by dating homeboy. But no, you fell apart. Why are you sharing your location with motherfuckers? And then you're at your friend's man's house. Baby, the level of stupidity. Anyway, I am rambling, and I'm on my lunch break right now, but I just wanted to say this. Ciara, I hope that you took something from this situation and moved differently in friendships moving forward, especially with new bitches. And Yeah. I don't know. This was wild. Just homegirl sitting up there rolling her eyes and sighing hard was pissing me off. Girl, bye. There's a spider on the window and it's on the inside of the car. Anyway, stay hydrated. Be nice to each other. Like, share, subscribe, hype. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. All right, I'm done begging. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to go return these videotapes.